it comes to being a black person in America. So we just try to kill the excuse.
Yeah, definitely the definition of there's no excuse of what you've been through because I don't have a squeaky clean record. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think all three of us got the craziest story.
I mean, I'm not afraid to admit what I have. You know what I'm saying? I have a felony.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a felony is, or anything that you had is not the definition of who you are as a person.
Absolutely not.
It could be anything. It don't have to be something on your record or something, but it got to be. I feel like if you've been through something that's really like up there, and it can triumph your life, I think that should spark something in your brain. If it doesn't, I don't know what it is. For me, it was just like you. If I can already hustle out here in the streets, right? If you can do that, then you should be able to adapt to any type of game because a real hustler is an adapter, right?
Yeah.
If you don't adapt, you're going to die.
Yeah, so
in any situation.
I like, again, for barbering, I found my hustle. Initially, that was my hustle,
Yeah.
because I realized that I can actually make money off doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in the street selling drugs. I don't have to take no chances of going to jail. But from there, when I understood that most people in the industry was riding off their talent, and you couldn't really get them to do more than that,
Absolutely.
then the opportunity came for me to open up businesses because, okay, I understand what y'all want to do. Y'all want to shine. Y'all want to be on stage, so I'm going to put you on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put them in.
When did you first, I know that. I think I know the answer, but when did you first pick up clippers?
Man, I remember when I was probably I would say probably like 11 years old, 10, 11 years old. I had an uncle in the military, and he actually, had a pair of clippers, but he was gone for like 20 years, so he was traveling all over the world. And when he actually came back, he had these pair of big 70-60 clippers. They ain't have but one guard or one blade on them.
Boy,
But for me, it was inspiring because it was an actual clipper. During that time, clipper wasn't as like how they are now.
Yeah,
Right.
accessible.
You know what I'm saying? So him giving me the clipper and telling the story behind it. The story. The story was it's traveled all over the world. I done been in this place and these clippers been with me. He made me believe that if I had those clippers, I can go all over the world too.
Yeah. So that's I think that's a key thing for viewers, anybody to understand about you. That the story of something is very important to you because that's what carries you to all the way to the finish line and beyond.
It's your why.
It's
You
your
know what I'm
why.
saying? It's why you doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And that's like the whole thing. And we talked about it with Jay and them. Like a lot of barbers these days don't have a why or a reason. They just kind of going for the money. And if the money is your only motivation, and we all motivated by money, but if that's your only fucking reason why you gonna do some shit, like you only gonna go so far. Because when you get the bag, you done.
Yeah, man. And the sad part about it, most of them ain't the bag they talking about ain't no bag.
It really
And I ain't even really talking down on nobody. I'm just saying.
No, it's
because
real.
We all know no matter how much money you get, you want some more money.
It's
You
never
gonna
enough.
want
Whatever
more.
you're talking about the bag is, that's on your limited way of thinking
Yeah.
right now at this moment. But 5, 10 years from now, in a different situation, and with the economy the way it is and the inflation, that bag got to change.
That's because people want the
Yeah,
bag
right.
more than they want the game.
Yeah.
Like if you want the game, you can never lose the bag. I feel like if you actually learn the game, the bag chases you.
But again, what I found out in the industry, everybody don't love it. Find something you love. It might not be the barber industry, but you find you something you love, you're going to go over and beyond.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that is going to be, if somebody asks you to do something that you don't do, they got to pay you for it.
Yeah.
So again, you got to love and have a why you're doing what you're doing, not because you're doing it for somebody else or nothing like that. You got to, even if you with No Grease as a company, your job supposed to be is you are a consultant.
Right.
You outsourcing your work. You're self-employed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're not loving Brooklyn No Grease. I'm going to No Grease because they got something to offer me to get me to where I'm going at.
Right.
And then when I'm ready to go to the next level, I go to the next level. It ain't no love lost. It's like that's the thing about it. Most people want to believe that they're working for somebody. But if I was working at McDonald's, I'm not like acting like I'm working for McDonald's. I'm going to McDonald's to learn skills, some systems, something.
But I mean, I think that's a big thing to talk about, but I don't think a lot of people think that.
I do because I always was taught that. I think the message sometimes is not being
Say it
sent.
clearly.
Because I always was taught I work with No Grease. I don't work for No Grease.
Well, I'm not saying
I don't work with, and what that meant to me is I don't work for nobody. I'm working with them, and when you work with somebody, that means that you're both trying to get better.
Yeah.
When you working for somebody, only the company is getting better.
Yeah, and I think people because they think about it from that standpoint, don't really what they're really saying or thinking. They come in with that mindset. No matter what you say, that's the way they think. You know what I'm saying? Because initially when they did come in, it was a benefit. It's something you needed from me, and it's something that's what we was doing.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the line, it got crossed.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just the way the industry is, you know what I'm saying? Is it's not even to knock the industry because it is what it is. It's a great opportunity for a lot of people who really want it. My goal is, at my stage of the game, is to identify the people that really, really have the passion for this industry and realize that it's a place for you here. Because there's a lot of barbers out here, but a lot of people's not coming with the integrity, the professionalism, and all the stuff that it takes, and value these people money that's working hard for their money to get a service from you, not a haircut, a service.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my job is to impact the industry by bringing guys like you in that have a background that understand that we already been on the street. We know what the street like. So,
So you ain't just get here by you ain't just fall into place. I mean, you actually worked to get where you were at, right, and where you are now. So like early on, what were you spending time on or energy on that you later realized like it didn't matter at all?
run about what other people think.
So to speak on that though, because I know at least for young people, people, and then the internet, the way we go, everybody cares about what people think. So talk about that.
You know, I guess it comes off to a lot of people think, you know, when a person feel a certain way or think a certain way, they'll probably say a person cocky, but it's probably more confidence. You know what I'm saying? It's because, you know, you kind of like did some things, you kind of seen some things play out. But when you really think about it, not being affected by society, you really stand within yourself and know what you really want and don't really care about what other people thinking, because at the end of the day, we all trying to get to the same place.
Yes,
I just think that my route probably a little better than the one you thinking, but I can't, we'll find it out at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll meet you at the crossroads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's for me is like, because I know what I'm trying to do. I got a vision, I got an idea, I have a path that allows me to be here, to know that everything I thought I wanted to do and I felt like I wanted to do, put myself around the right people, you know what I'm saying, be humble, you know what I'm saying, to receive information, you know what I'm saying, and move forward. I think probably the hardest thing is people don't know how to separate and get with the people that's doing what they say they're trying to do.
That's the key. That's it.
There.
Yeah, a lot of people want to be liked, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So what you're saying is you had to realize whoever or whatever you were doing, this ain't working for me. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, I'm going, like, and again,
People don't know how to separate, but you realize how to separate.
because I have a goal, and on my goal, I got certain things that I'm trying to do. And once I meet people that's going in that direction, I go in that direction. I don't know what your goals are. Some people are sent, some people went, some people for a lifetime. I don't know how long you're gonna be here.
So I know, because that, like, you know, obviously that explains your relationship with Jay and Dame. What was that moment that you did get caught up in thinking about what other people thought about you, that it hurt you, and then now it got you to change the way you think? Because pain is always the thing that's the catalyst.
Because, okay, let's go back to Savannah, like where I'm from. I had the opportunity where I was from to kind of live that life. The life right now at this age here, I was kind of living at a young age, really quick, happening fast, seeing the money. I seen where fame come from.
Okay.
I see people only love you when you're struggling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you make it, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
Savannah small.
yeah, so again, when you have that type of mentality, it made me fall out of love with I didn't care about the fame no more. I wanted the fortune. You know, I didn't want I knew most people think that the more famous you're gonna get, the more money come with it. I seen
famous
that
broke people.
that ain't going. You could tell me any famous person that got a lot of money, and I could ask you who write their check, and you couldn't tell me.
Ooh. So look, you actually had the gift to realize that at an early age.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that and sometimes until it's too late or until they're in the mid 30s, mid 40s, whatever, when they realize it.
Yeah.
So like, what belief about work, money, or success did you have to unlearn as you grew? Like what did you have to unlearn to grow?
Well, there's certain things that I guess as I went through life, when you first, start making some money coming from our background, you're gonna spend your money, you're gonna enjoy your money, then you're gonna realize, okay, got enough clothes, enough shoes, enough cars, done did enough stuff now. Okay, where we going at from here? You know what I'm saying? So once I got that out, my system was like, okay, now where do I put this money at so where it can make babies, where it can make other money? You know what I'm
How
saying?
can I duplicate this?